Savings. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on saving taxes and staying out of tax trouble. Today's topic is Wyoming LLC myth busting. Now, perhaps I shouldn't jump into uh, online discussions and debates, but sometimes I can't resist. So I noticed that my tax professional peers, some of the best in the industry, are having a blast poking fun at this issue of Wyoming LLCs as a tax tool. The issue sometimes is I don't their humor is on the geeky side, and I'm not sure that the average reader can distinguish between satire and their attempt at comedy and versus reality. So I thought I would just uh, record this short session. So there is a wave of internet information or advice that you can save taxes, perhaps avoid legal consequences, perhaps hide your identity, perhaps avoid legal liability by putting your assets in a Wyoming LLC. None of that is true. Let's go through it. So first of all, LLC ownership has no impact on taxes. There is nothing that is not deductible now that would be deductible if it were run through an LLC. There's no income item that is taxable now that would be not taxable if you ran it through a Wyoming LLC. There is no impact on the taxes. I'm going to refer to my other list here. I mean, state nexus, state taxes. The location of your LLC does not affect state income tax nexus at all. It just adds one more layer of complication, but it doesn't affect the taxability in any given state. The protection, anonymity belief just isn't true. The reminder here that the Corporate Transparency Act comes into play at the end of this year, and it's possible that Congress and the president would delay it or cancel it, but it's certainly not probable, and we certainly wouldn't bet on going against what is in fact current law. Current law is you have to disclose ownership of the LLC to the federal government. The registered agent issue, saying, well, we list the owner as the only name listed on the LLC is the registered agent. They're the ones that sold us this deal in the first place, and they're the only ones that know. Well, it's pretty naive if the IRS or law enforcement or a plaintiff attorney wants to get the identity, your identity of the person behind the LLC, they will get it. That's not an issue in consideration, as I've friends and relatives and close contacts that are plaintiff attorneys or government attorneys. They have no trouble cutting through the myth of Wyoming or any other state LLC. Finally, the business registration issue. Suppose we're here in New Jersey. I'm recording in New Jersey. If I'm running a business here, I can't say that my business is a Wyoming LLC and therefore exempt from New Jersey business registrations, disclosures, filings, and those types of things. That simply just doesn't work. It's not true, and it'll only cause more trouble. So if you've read these things, perhaps you've even fallen for them. I have one client that did, brilliant client, but just sometimes just didn't read deep enough. There is no to see that this just wasn't any benefit. It's just adding extra cost and paperwork. If you've heard of others that are in that situation, I'd love to hear. I'm easy to reach on social media, or if you want to talk one-on-one, I make that easy to do also. Just go to the website, taxproblems.cpa, click the Let's Talk, and would love to hear your story.